Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate everybody that is here. Let me know if I've got sound. Thank you, Den Darn. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, the side piece. The side piece said, listen, I'm not going to do it. We're going to start on the second stream of the new year, and I'm going to clown you. Yes, I'm going to clown you. Now, I just want to serve notice because, listen, in the Rebels house on yesterday, the Rebel them clowned me. Yes, they did. They clowned me yesterday. They came in with songs. They came in and I'm telling you, they went to town. So Side P said, I'm going to get a little taste of that. I'm going to get just a little taste of that and I'm going to clown you. Big time, Den Darn, big time. They clowned me big time. So Side P said, while we're on that trend, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. That's all I'm saying, Den Darn. The side piece decided to jump on the bandwagon with the Rebels house. And I just want them to know it's the devil and every evil work. Yes, it is. It's the devil and every evil work. So here we are. Thank you all for your patience. 28 minutes later, and you all just sat here so patiently and waited until I worked through that. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Hopefully we will get this party started and rolling without further delay and without further issues from my side piece. I tell you, side pieces everywhere. Side pieces everywhere. I want to come around and I'm going to start a little bit backwards. That's what happened, Joanna G. That's what happened. I'm trying to tell you. That is what happened. There was a spirit that was loose. That just, once Crazy Berry Town and the Rebel Inc. put that out there in the atmosphere, it just, that vibration, I want y'all to understand about energy. That vibration is still vibrating out there. So I understand and I recognize the assignment that my studio thought it had. Oh, but as the old folks used to say, the devil thought he had me, but I got away. Now, listen, we're going to get this party crack-a-lacking and get this party started. And you know what? This is the thing. I'm just as calm, cool, and collected, Dr. Dady Priest. This side piece studio ain't bothered me in the least because I'm like this. I'm going to come on when we get on. How about that? I'm going to come on when we get on. Now, let me go ahead and say good morning to everybody because there's some people that I'm already missing and my screen is just running away with me. Not just my imagination run away with my screen. So I want to say good morning to Den Darn. I want to say good morning to the Rebel Inc. I want to say Joanna G98. Come on in here, sis. I see you. Simply amazing. Jonna CPW. Good morning to you, sis. What's going on? The kids must be, I don't know, but I'm happy to see you this morning. AM Harvey, I see you and so much love to you. Tall Pumps is pumping tall. So much love to you. Come on in here. And I see Dr. Dady Priest. Yes, the high priestess is in here and good morning to you. Simply amazing. I love you, dear. Come on in here and it's good to see you this morning. We're still sending up prayers for you. BTD Mom. That's my girl. I see you in the room. And there were some others that were in here that have already gone into oblivion that I don't have access to anymore. So some of you that were chatting earlier, just say something to me this morning because I want to get your name in. If you're still here, if you didn't leave, I know many of you were holding on, trying to wait for me to get this thing situated. If you're still here, just say hi to me so I can call out your name because that's what I like to do. I like to call out the people's names that are here in my chat. And to those that are not in my chat, but you're here, I appreciate Empress Meow. Come on in here. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in here. I do sound so much better, Dr. Dady Priest. I'm not whispering like Harry Belafonte today. I have it's not a full voice, but I have a voice that you can hear that you don't have to strain to hear. So listen, I literally was in bed all day yesterday. I literally, yes, Empress, I was sounding, if you had come in here yesterday, I sounded just like Harry Belafonte. And for those that came from the church world, Bishop Blake, I had the whisper. I had the spirit of whisper on my life, but the Lord has lifted it and I can talk. So I'm so glad that I have some voice on today. I know y'all been praying for me. Yes, Bishop. Bishop Blake, beloved. Now, beloved, I'm so good. Anyway. Okay, some act right. Y'all better pray some act right in the room because I feel like clowning this morning. Now, I wanted to get all the names in before my screen in my studio went someplace else. But I want to backtrack and I want to go ahead and get in those that are in the Lion's Den. Excuse me. I'm going to turn off my sound just for a moment, clear my voice. All right. Thank you all for your patience. And I love you. I really do. I love me some y'all. You are just the most beautiful people in the world. Now, I'm going to get over here to who was in Grandpa Holmes's chair. Just give me a second to get that pulled up in my studio. And I want to appreciate everybody. This is a marvelous day. And yesterday, I was so glad to be back with you all. I just cannot tell you how happy I was to be back in the Lion's Den. I love you guys. And I believe y'all know that. But I love to say it every chance that I can. Because please believe it when I say the Lions are the best community in the world. I appreciate you. Listen, the side piece almost had you cussing this glorious morning. Listen, Rebel said it's too early for this. I know y'all love me, den darn. That's why we do what we do, because I know you all love me. Now, listen. Let's go ahead and get this party started and get this party crack-a-lacking. And let's look at those that came in the Lion's Den this morning and appreciate them for bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the Lion's Den. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Now, excuse me. Let me get in that particular channel and we'll be good to go. I appreciate you all for your patience. I cannot say that enough. Here we go. Now, the third person in the Lion's Den on the 4th day of January in the year 2023 was none other than Den darn, you did that, sis. Come on and sit your lips, hips, and fingertips down on the love seat. I appreciate you all the way from the UK. That's right, girl. You better clap for yourself, honey. Somebody said it's a poor frog that won't praise his own pond. So come on in here. Come on in here all the way from the UK. Den darn, you're number 3. I appreciate you for bringing the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the Lion's Den. Now, the third person in the Lion's Den this morning, I'm sorry, the second person, I can't count backwards correctly. The second person in the Lion's Den this morning was none other than Sassy Cassie. Let me get that open. There we go. Here. Oh, Lord, this side piece is really going to try my patience on this good day. There you are. That's Cassandra Isaiah. Sassy Cassie, slide and glide. Come on in here and sit down next to Den darn right over there in the love seat. I appreciate you for bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the Lion's Den. Now, the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair. Ooh, my voice, Lord Jesus. The winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair is none other than Dr. Dady Priest. You are the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair. Get your lips, get your hips, get your fingertips right on over there, sis. You did that. Let me get the, I gotta get the parade, I gotta get the band, I gotta get the people. There we go. You are the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair, Dr. Dr. Dady Priest. I call her the high priestess. Congratulations to you, and I appreciate you for coming in the Lion's Den. So much love to you and bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I tell you what, it's a good day. And when we look at these three, Dr. Dady Priest, Sassy Cassie, and also Den Darn over there sitting in the Lion's Den, I can guarantee you it's a whole lot of love, a whole lot of joy, a whole lot of peace, and a whole lot of happiness that those ladies are bringing to the Lion's Den this morning. I love y'all. I really do. And Dr. Dady, thank you for coming in this morning. And listen, Dr. Dady said she had to find Grandpa Holmes's chair, but once she found it, baby, once she found it, I just want you to know, once she found the chair, she said, I shall not be denied. Come on in here, Dr. Dady, and I love me some you. To all of you, I see you coming in. Now, Dr. Dady Priest, yes, the high priestess, she is a streamer, and if you're not following Dr. Dady Priest, quit your ways. Go on out there and follow my sister, because she's going to bless your whole life. I promise you she will, with Engagement Matters. I love me some you. Now, I've also got Crazy Berrytown. Came in, and we did this a little bit backwards, Crazy Berrytown. I've already said good morning to the peoples because I was afraid my studio, my side piece, Crazy Berrytown, you and your spirit and rebel spirit done jumped off and in my studio, and my studio has become a side piece. Yes, my side piece done start cutting up this morning because that vibration that you put in the atmosphere, that vibration that you put in the universe on yesterday is still alive and well, Crazy Berrytown. So listen, I had to go at it a little bit backwards because I don't know to what extent my studio is going to cooperate with me this morning. It just done run off on its own. So listen, was Discord acting like a side piece too? You had to go get the, oh Lord, Dr. Dady Priest. Listen, Crazy Berrytown, I want you to call that spirit back to yourself. That spirit of side piece and recklessness and depravity, I want you to call that spirit back because it's just creating all kinds of havoc in the land. You understand the words? Because listen, create the fruit of the lips. I need your lips to reverse. I need your lips to reverse that thing, Crazy Berrytown. Because listen, otherwise I might just break down and do a good Karen cry. Call it back. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Empress. I want her to call it back. I want her to call it back because those were some strong words. Yes, strong words that Crazy Berrytown put out there in the atmosphere, and they seem like they're going to give me the beat down. But I shall win. I shall win. I'm not giving it. Call it back. Reversing it. You reversing it, rebuking. That's it. Please do, Crazy Berrytown. I'm trying to get through this stream, but it won't let me. I need you to reverse the curse and rebuke it. I need you to rebuke it so I can get through this. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, we recalling. Shelly Thunder, don't come in and don't come in and wake it up. Shelly Thunder, don't come in and wake it up. Because listen, if you only knew the struggle that I've already had this morning trying to get this here stream to work, I'm trying to tell you. Michelle Brownell, y'all coming in the room. I see you coming. I see you coming. Now listen. I want to say good morning to you that are coming in. I've already greeted everyone else. And again, if anybody is in the room that was here earlier, I had to go out 2 or 3 times. And then finally, we just did a total reboot so we could get in here this morning. So if you're here, please put your name in because I don't have you in my system right now to see that you're here. And I do want to acknowledge your presence because your presence is very important to me. Now, Shelly Thunder has come in, and I see Michelle Brownell has come in. So right here for station identification, let me just stop and appreciate my moderators. I have just the most beautiful and most awesome moderators anywhere in the world. I just love these ladies. I really do. Shelly Thunder, Yes, the prophetess is in the room. That's right. Get that mod love going. Get that mod love going. Shelly Thunder is in the room, and I appreciate her. She came in this morning. Listen, she was checking on everybody, and that's the beautiful thing about these mods. We care about one another. We really, really do. She came in this morning, not so much in the Lion's Den, but we chit chat back and forth by text, and she was checking to make sure that everybody was well this morning. I appreciate you for that, sis. I really do. You are precious to my soul. Then we got the Rebel Inc., the leader of the pack. Yes, that's my day one, my Ace Boon Coon. That's my friend. That's my girl. I appreciate the Rebel Inc., and we will be following this stream and going over to spend time with the Rebel Inc. in the morning, anti-morning bangos and the cracks. You will be blessed. I promise you, you will. And then, of course, we have my quiet storm. Yes, my quiet storm, Michelle Brownell. I love her. I absolutely positively do. She changes the atmosphere just by being in it. And I got to tell you, I absolutely positively owe her for the doctor's bill that I'm running on that tab. Because, baby, when I tell you, oh my God, today, this girl takes care of my well-being, and I appreciate her for it. I really, really do. I got my own private, y'all. And she's probably like, girl, if you don't stop texting my phone. But I love me some Michelle Brownell. I really, really do. Thank you for the mod love. I appreciate you all for putting that in there this morning. I appreciate it all. Now, T Summers is in the room. Listen, listen. Now, after yesterday, before I go there, let me read this prayer that Crazy Beardtown put in. I got to read it because I need to reverse the curse. With every head bowed and every eye closed, this is the prayer of Crazy Beardtown. Dear Jesus Jamal, please send a healing down to the Side Piece studio. Send a little act right and a blessing for Spiritual Thought Leader to get through this stream. We need her and her ministry. Amen. And the church said amen. Thank you for reversing the curse, Crazy Beartown. Thank you for reversing. I see the amens. Thank you so much. And an amen. And an amen. T. Summers, I always wanted to know when amen got a D on the end of it. But that's when you want to sound real churchy. Amen. And amen. And then, the man of God. Come and talk with the man of God. When you put that D on it, it's something about that D that just elevates it to a whole nother spiritual level. It just, it's a whole nother level of religiosity and righteousness. It's yes, I did say religiosity. It's a whole nother level. You got it from Medea. Well, listen, Medea got it from the church because they do it in church all the time. Amen and amen. And the man of God. And I'm like, y'all can't spell, y'all can't talk, y'all can't nothing, but that's okay. It sounds real spiritual. Ain't no spirit in it, but it sounds real spiritual. So, thank you for the amen and the amen. Now, y'all see, is this the same Jamal who's trying to grow and sell weed in the vestibule? I'm going to take a drink of my tea because y'all done already started clowning. I see it already. I see the handwriting on the wall that y'all going to clown this fine day. I don't know about the growing of the weed in the vestibule and in the sanctuary. Nonetheless, I don't, I'm going to leave that alone. The man of God. And on Tuesday, yes, simply amazing. The man of God. You got to say it real, you got to get down in there the way you say it. Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all already clowning. Y'all already acting up. So let me see. Stacy 546. Oh, wait a minute. I was talking about T Summers. Let me come back to you. Now, so much tomfoolery. I'm trying to think of my words. So much tomfoolery happened in here on yesterday. As you all sought to find out how I lost my voice and the wickedness and the depravity that came for your minds and your thoughts. I just could not believe my eyes and what I was reading and what I was. Tall Pumps. Hey, baby Zeus. Hey. Tall Pumps, I should have known not to even listen. I should have known not to even look. Hey, baby Zeus, if I need to take a ride to snatch side piece edges, send me a sign, please and thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, Jesus, help me right now, Lord God. I need strength. I need strength. I need strength for my journey and peace. I need strength and peace for my journey today, because y'all gonna try me on this fine Wednesday. This is a Thursday. Wait a minute. This is Thursday. Y'all got me all jacked up. Simply amazing. Come in. Somebody said something about Tuesday. You 2 days behind, baby. You done thrown me off. Ready Divine, come on in here and good morning to you. So much mad love coming to you. I cannot move forward. The Lion's Den has gotten a spirit on it that has just, I'm gonna tell you where it came from. It came from Rebel's house. It came from Rebel's house. Listen, it's a day of the week. It's one of those days. It's either Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. It's one of those days of the week. Oh, Joanna G said, I'm staying focused on the word. Y'all silly. Y'all said, yes, Rebel, I said it. I said it, Rebel. This spirit has jumped and transcended from Rebel's house over into the Lion's Den. So it's one of the 7, Den Darn. It's one of the 7 Empress. It has jumped over here from Rebel's house, and I'm binding and rebuking. I'm binding and rebuking. I'm binding and rebuking. I am, because listen, this is not the way we roll in the Lion's Den. It's always, listen, it's always Rebel's fault. That she's a rebel, Retta. She named herself appropriately. That title was apropos. She knew from day one that she was a rebel, and that rebellious spirit is just out here taking over the land. I'm trying to tell you. But I love me some Rebel. That's my girl. And y'all know I'm just really playing. But listen, the 2023 side piece shall not pass. Come on. I'm going to give you some of that. I'm going to give you some of that. Let me go back and find it. I'm going to give you some. You shall not pass. Unsnatched. Now, I want to say this, T. Summers, while they were out here trying to figure out how I lost my voice on the voyage, I lost my voice on the voyage. And they listen, they named every evil work and tried to attach it to me. But out of that, T. Summers, came an idea of going on a cruise. Now, we just might have to see if we can't put something together. T. Summers is your expert for travel. If you're not following her and her stream, quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways, because T. Summers is out here giving good information. I don't know if T, do you set up cruises and all of that? Because we just might have to make a massive, Twitch, and any whosoever will let him come. We just might have to set up some kind of cruise for the peoples, because it's Thirst Day. Listen, Shelly Thunder, for some folk, every day is Thirst Day. So, you know, I'm telling you, y'all cutting up in here. Y'all just keep on Tall Pumps. I'm not even going to encourage you in your folly. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to encourage you in your folly. Yes, Retta, we all over the place now. We all over the place. So I got folks ready to count you in. It became apparent to me that people really wanted to take this cruise to see how I lost my voice, and they want to go and meet my Jamaica man. So if you want to go and meet my Jamaica man, come on, Crazy Berry Town. Y'all cracking me up. If you want to go and meet my Jamaica man, and we can get this cruise together, we're going to be out of here. We're going to take a whole slew of people and have a good time. Now, now that we've wandered over the holistic Bushman is back. Oh my God. Let me cough just a moment. Just excuse me just a moment. Not that the Jamaica Bushman. Why y'all calling my friend a Bushman? Why are y'all calling my friend a Bushman? Listen. Y'all too much. Now, listen, I want to get started with today if we can. It was not you today. It was not you today, Crazy Berrytown. You called that spirit back, but I think the people were already infected. You know how you can get in, you get the remedy out there like COVID-19. They finally came up with a vaccine, but the peoples was already infected. And if I could say it like this, Crazy Berrytown, I think it has mutated. I think the original has mutated. So, I'm telling you. You called it back, but it had already mutated by the time you called it back. So a man in the hand is worth two in the bush. Empress. Empress. Now listen, let me tell you. Y'all hold on, because I'm going to take y'all over to Rebel's house in just a few minutes. Hold on. I'm going to take y'all to Rebel's house where you can do all the tomfoolery that you want to. Because listen, y'all about to clown up in here like you in Rebel's house. Hold on just a second. Hold on to all of that. And we going to take you over. Somebody said that's wisdom. We going to take you over to Rebels. You don't even have to find your way. We just going to ride the raid train. You can just ride with her and get over there. So y'all hold on just a minute. Hold on somebody sang a song and said, hold on a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. I just need y'all to hold on just a little while longer. Now, I want to appreciate everybody that's here. The second stream of the Lion's Den in the new year. And I'm going to just have a little chit chat on today. I'm going to show some streams. I got news from views that people have put in. Some of them I have not seen yet. If my studio will cooperate with me and give y'all some sound this morning, it seems like my extracurricular activities, it does not want to play. Truck driver, there's my Mufasa. There's my Lion King. Come on in here. That's my truck driver. And y'all get ready for him in 2023. He's bringing Thug Life Devotions. Yes, Thug. Traumatized humans unable to grieve. That's what Thug stands for. He's bringing Thug Life Devotions early on Sunday mornings. Y'all want to be here to get a little taste of that, followed by Church of Funk. So y'all get ready for the new move. Get ready for the new groove. We'll be having a little taste of that, and I'm looking forward to it. This my brother. He is so special to me. I love you, man. You're my brother, and I love me some you. Thank you for coming in this morning. Now, what do we have over here? I'm gonna do what I normally will not do, and that is to show some of these sight unseen, meaning I haven't seen them yet. So you're gonna see the same time I see it, and so if something seemed like, oh my God, who this man who this man, Harpo, who this man? You know what, Tall Pumps? I'm gonna need you to MCP 812, good morning to my sister cousin. Come on in here, because the Lion's Den is off the chains this morning. They off the chains, and I just don't know what to say about them. I just don't know what to say. Truck driver does a tremendous job, as well as some of you others that come into the Lion's Den. And the news from views, you all give us some really good videos. So this morning, as you can tell, I'm going to take a little bit of time to conserve and preserve my voice. And I'm going to let the news from views sight unseen, so I don't know what you're getting ready to see. We're gonna see it all together, and that's okay. Come on, SB 1987, come on in here. Mad love to you. Come through. Welcome to the Lion's Den. And as I said, you can tell I was in bed, literally. I have not talked to anybody. I just did not use my voice, trying to preserve it. Excuse me. But I'm going to continue on that trend today, and I will share a little bit at the end. Listen, Rebel, don't y'all get these folks, y'all too much. But I do want to take advantage of this time to kind of rest my voice, if I might, and do some screen sharing of news from viewers. So if you don't mind, let's just look and see what they put in the news from views. This is from Truck Driver, and I thank you, sir. Here we go.
Salter Jr. was a hero in the Buffalo mass shooting, but how many of you guys knew that he was currently working on a water-powered engine? Aaron Salter Jr. was working as a security guard on May 14th when an 18-year-old opened fire on the shoppers that day. But how many of you guys know that a few days prior to that, supposedly he had perfected a water-powered engine that ran off hydrogen? In order to market this new product, he'd already created an LLC called AWS Hydrogen Technologies. There was also a patent that was issued under his name for the same process. Many people called him crazy, called the idea that he was killed for his technology crazy, and even said that what he was trying to do was impossible. 7 months later, Porsche releases the same technology. Now, is this a coincidence? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Like and share this content.
Now, can you say suspicious? Can the saints say suspicious? Now, this man done created something that is likely to transform, as we know it, transportation. Now, brother Aaron Salter Jr., God rest your soul, and I'm troubled. And see, I've been on the water, so I've missed all the stories. Somebody said you saw the video last year, and it's very suspicious. T. Summers, isn't it mighty suspicious that he just happened to be one of the ones killed in the shooting, and then Porsche's gonna come out and release his technology. Now, y'all talk to me in the chat. Cause listen, this is sus. Simply amazing. This is sus. Now, I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know: was this an accident? But for really though, was this an accident? Joanna G, you say you're not surprised. I'm telling you what. This right here, Dr. Dady, I see your face. I just don't know. I don't know. It's definitely sus. And the idea that this brother has this technology, had put together a business to actually be able to hold his patents, I'm sure, and that's where your money lies. Hydro engines was a conspiracy when you were a teen. I hear you. I'm that right there, and say what you will or may, but I'm going to end that with that is sus. That's sus. So, yeah. Inquiring minds want to know, and we want an investigation. Because listen, I'm one of those. I don't believe it until all investigations have been exhausted. That this was just a happenstance accident. Because at the end of the day, somebody getting ready to make bank off of what this man created, and he's now mysteriously 6 feet under. So, yeah, miss me with that. I'm suspicious. That's all I can say is I'm suspicious. Now, this one right here, he had a complete plan, business logistics, organized, and a patent attorney. Wonder if his family will benefit from his work. T. Summers, that's an interesting question, depending on where he was at in that process. Now, I think, there's so much I could say. Wow. There's so much I could say. I'm going to refrain because I don't know the legalities and the technicalities, but those are the questions that are running around in my mind too. T. Summers, where was he at in that process, and how much of that will still translate over to his family? And it's obviously well established that he was the one that did it. Where the technicality to me lies, T, is how much of this was actually done and executed. And I'll say this, one thing. Good morning, True to Meg. Come on in. Love me some you. Come on into the Lion's Den and let's have some chit chat together. T Summers, I think the technicality of it all, how far was he in the process and what was actually done? I will say this, and I'll say this, Fairly All Day is an adamant believer in when you're doing stuff. Listen, get your copyrights, get your patents, get whatever ownership requirements, get it done ASAP. Don't drag your feet. Don't waste your time. And Fairly's not here to speak for herself, but I'm telling you, this is something that she is death on as far as making sure you got all your ducks in a row. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. So T, I'm with you. I'm wondering, with the complete business plan, with the logistics all organized and set out, and with an attorney, how much will they be able to really push forward on behalf of the family? Again, depending on where it was in the process. That inquiring minds want to know. And that's the first thing I thought of as I was watching it as well, T. So I don't know. I think it's gonna roll back, in my opinion. And they may fight. They may, and then you got to, T. Do they have the money? Barbara Hardy, my Visa they friend. Come on in here, sis. Come through. I love you, sis. Come on in here. Good to see you. This is the question as well that comes to mind for me, T. Does the family actually have the money to retain an attorney to fight the good fight of faith? Because at this point, you're dealing with some major players like Porsche and any other automaker that's out there that wants to snatch up and grab this technology that this brother created. So you're talking about major dollars. So how are you going to pay for an attorney? How are you going to keep an attorney on retainer? How are you going to do any of this if you don't have the money to do so? So at the end of the day, I don't know how much they can actually push this through, even through the legal system, because I don't know what their financial circumstances are. Is somebody willing in the legal field to go ahead and go out there and support and actually go through and walk this journey with them until some income is captured? I don't know. But I just don't know to what extent. That's a good question. That's a good question. That is a good question. The video should be proof that it's his invention, even though he didn't have time to patent it. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say it again. We, particularly as people of color, and I think the video would help, Dendarn. I think the video would help when you start talking about particulars. I don't know. It's a question of whether or not they will acknowledge. Let me come here. As a songwriter, I can tell you, I went to many seminars where they talked about, I knew it was going to happen, Rebel. I was just waiting. I didn't even waste my breath because I knew it was coming. Block a Hole Ministry in full effect. I cannot tell you how many times listen, Tall Pumps, we ain't even wasting our breath. How many times I went to conventions where they talked about the poor man's copyright, and they would always invariably, and it was always in the Black community, in the songwriting community. And I'm talking about some songwriters that are off the chains. And so this is what I want to say to that. A lot of times we can say, but I had this or I had that, blah, 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 blah. do it the right way. That's all I can say, y'all. You know, do whatever you need to do it the right way, but don't try to rely and depend on a poor man's copyright. Don't try to rely on, but I got a video. Don't try to rely on all of these other things that may or may not stand up in court, because listen, to every law, there's a loophole. But now, please believe it. To every law, there's a loophole. This is why attorneys do what they do. And this is how attorneys get people off. This is how attorneys get things pushed through. This is how attorneys make their money. If they're a real good attorney, they know how to search and seek and find till they get that loophole and then push through whatever it is through that loophole. They'll push a whole entire elephant through that loophole, the size of a needle. So, you know, this is where I say, from my vantage point, this is just me. Now, y'all do what you do and do it the way that you do it. But songwriters and creators out here talking about a poor man's copyright, okay, fine and good. But if you can make that investment in yourself, the creators, the that are out here, protect what you've created. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. Even if you have to make some kind of investment to get that thing done, and get some investors to help you get that thing done. Do it the right way. Kitty Bradshaw is in the house. Come on in here. Kitty Bradshaw is a streamer. Come on, Kitty. Yes, Kitty. Come on in here. If you're not following Kitty Bradshaw, quit your wicked ways. Well, you know what? Don't quit your wicked ways, because Kitty's probably going to lead you into some wicked ways. I love me some Kitty. I love you, girl. I really do. I really do. Come on in here, sis. And I love me some you. Now, back to this creator element. You guys have got to do due diligence in the things that you create. Protect your creativity. Hear me when I say this. Protect your creativity. It's the genius that God has given to you. And even when we talk about your gift making room for you, then I want DJ, you know, come on in here this morning. Good to see you, my brother. Nothing but mad love to you. So listen, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off of it, but because I've seen it so much. I've seen it so much. And believe me when I tell you, every time I hear and go into a black composers, songwriters medium, and I hear them start talking about all you got to do is the poor man copyright, it just does something to me. Because listen, y'all, the last thing you want is to have somebody else benefit from what God gave you. Your gift is meant to make room for you, not for everybody else. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Now, your art has been stolen since you were 9. Come on, Empress. Come on, Empress. And this is, you know, I hate to hear that. I just hate to hear it. But this, especially in the black community, has been our song and dance almost the whole time. Y'all go out there, really. Marv Levy, was that his name? Marv Levy, that came in the black community and was snatching up black singers and songwriters. And next thing you know, when the stuff comes out, whose name is on there but Marv Levy? Yeah, come on now. Y'all know Marv ain't wrote a note. He ain't sang a lick of nothing. But yet and still, his estate is still making all kinds of money off of black singers and artists that they just came in and just robbed them blind. Because at the end of the day, whoever gets the credit for having written as well as the publishing. So this is the thing that a lot of the colonizers came in here. And what did they do? Basically, I'm the publisher, and I'm also going to put my name down as the songwriter, and you ain't wrote one note and ain't sang a lick of nothing, but all of the cha-ching, y'all out here doing the labor and the work on the chitlin circuit. Y'all out here doing the labor and the work, singing in every little dive club and every place else you can go, trying to make ends meet, and then I'm going to take that and portion out to you how much I want you to have. Y'all out here working like a dog, and you don't get the benefits of what what you've created. Because at the end of the day, I really want you to understand, even for the singers that are out here, and you may have written a song, but if you did not copyright it, if you're not given credit as the creator, and if somebody else has the publishing, cha-ching is going to somebody else. So these are the things I want us to understand. You know, I want us to have clarity about, and stop with the madness. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that one, because that's one though, really, Empress. It hurts my heart when I hear and know of people, artistic creatives, whose stuff has been stolen time and time again. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. And my sisters in here, and they can tell you I'm not lying. I heard a version of a song that I wrote in the 80s that came out almost note for note. And BTD mom, she's in here. She know I ain't lying. I don't know if SK8843 is in here or not. But listen, I did a song in the 80s that one of the major artists came out, and the whole section of the song is identical to my song. Please believe it. The whole section of my song didn't change a note, didn't change a word, is in that song. And so listen, I'm trying. Yes, ma'am. Simply amazing. You know what I'm talking about. It happened. They listen. What did Little Richard say? And every time I hear it on the radio, I'm just like, you know what? And at the end of the day, I want to tell, like Little Richard said, and they didn't even use no Vaseline. BTD mom, I see your coffee cup, because we ain't lying. My song was inserted. The whole section didn't change a word, didn't change a note. And I just listened to it and shook my head. My sisters were like, you know, maybe we can talk, or maybe, you know, and I'm like, I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have that one. Go run on with your bad self. I'm gonna let you have that one. And when I tell you, this is one of the most well-known artists in the industry, in the gospel industry right now today, I promise you, I'm not lying. So, you know, this is why I say, do it the right way. Do it the right way. Because listen, all of this poor man's copyright and all this other, do it the right way. All right. So I see your coffee cup. Crazy Berry Town. So that's all I want to say on that. But yeah, this is real sus. Now, this one right here, I want to roll, and I'm gonna keep putting out this disclaimer. I have not seen these ahead of time. We rolling this stuff blind. You was the only bit of color in a white school, stole your art from your bag and passed it off as their own. No teacher believe. Empress, and I believe you. And that's so unfortunate. But listen, at the end of the day, let me go catch listen. I see some comments coming in here. Let me go back and catch. That's why they conspired against Sam Cooke, because he understood the game, had all his writing credits, publishing, and record label ownership. You're right, T. Come on with that. And you spilling the tea this morning. Cover your stuff. Make sure you have your stuff copywritten and patented appropriately. So you used to tell your partner when we did music, don't just perform our stuff in front of randoms. That's all we have. Come on, DJ, you know, and you spoke a word there. And a lot of times you do that. You want to be discovered. You want somebody to hear it. These jokers don't care nothing about discovering you, hearing you, and nothing else. They going to take your stuff and run with it. Please believe it. If Disney can steal the Lion King intro, imagine what people can do to us. Come on, DJ, you know. Come on. It is a shame, simply amazing. There's a lady who wrote a book based on a presentation you did at a conference, exact format and wording. Come on, Dr. Dady. They're out here snatching up. They're out here grabbing. And so at the end of the day, due diligence. Cover yourself and cover your creativity. And I want you all to take this very, very seriously. It remains to be seen if anybody does a follow up and watches what happens with Porsche and this man's creation. I would love to see how it turns out. I would absolutely positively love to see how it turns out, because I would like to know how the family is going to be compensated for this man's creation and his killing in the mass shooting. You had a supervisor at an old job try to steal your work and you refused to give her the file. Come through with that kind of chick. And I listen, many of us have experienced that in times past. So I believe you, sis. And kudos to you for refusing to give it up. Now, I'm going to play this one right here, and I'm going to again give my disclaimer because I have no idea what y'all about to see, but we're going to watch it together. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a trap. Bring it on down. Yeah, bring it on down.
Multiply. Subtract.
Bring it on down and bring it on back.
Divide. Multiply. Subtract.
Bring it on down and
Bring it on down and bring it on back. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Subtract.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it on down and bring it on back. Divide, multiply, and subtract.
Now listen, y'all. That's how you learn. That's how you teach the children. Come through, come through, come through. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen, y'all. Let me. Side Piece Studio. You shall not win today. You shall not win. That was a hand clap. I love alternative forms of teaching. I really, really do. Our children are geniuses. A lot of times we just have to tap in where they are and present it in a way that's interesting. And you know, this I feel very, very strongly about. Good morning, Bronx Harlem girl. Come on in here. So much mad love for you. Come through, come through, come through. Now, I thought that is an ingenious way of teaching long division division to the children. I love teachers that have creativity. Now, this is the thing that they say. They talk about a Miss Tillis out of Houston, Texas, the guru, they call her, of elementary and middle school math and science. I love this concept of finding alternative ways to get the knowledge to our children. So much of it depends on whether or not you can make it interesting and captivating to their minds. If you cannot captivate their attention, it's very, very difficult. That's for adults as well. It's very difficult to teach anybody anything if you cannot captivate their attention first. I love this. I love this. I love this. Thank you for putting this in News for Views, because y'all know we don't just throw shade. We shed light up in here. And the administration support to enable her innovative teaching. Exactly, because if you don't have the support of the administration as a teacher, then it's still a block. So come on, let's give it up for the administration. Yes, yes, and yes. true to make learning fun. There you have it. Make learning fun, and it'll make all the difference in the world. So I love it. I love it. And to all the teachers that are in here, if you are a teacher, educator, administrator with our children, please put a 1 in the chat, because I want to salute you today. To all of our teachers, our administrators, educators, put a 1 in the chat. We want to love on you this morning. Joanna G, come through. Dr. J.D. Priest, come through. Queen Shanna 21, come through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because listen, Empress, come on, for your mother-in-law, come through. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Our babies are so important to us. Now, I'm almost to the half hour. Okay, I'm going to see what's going on here. I see some tears and I see some crying. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but we getting ready to see in a minute. What do we have? News from Views, and then we're going to get ready to make a shift and talk about some positive stuff on this morning. Yes, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. Stacy 546, if I didn't speak to you when you came in, I cannot remember, because listen, I've been traumatized by my studio this morning before I got in here. So if I missed you, it was not on purpose. I love me some you. Now let's see what's going on with this brother here, because he's snotting and crying, look like to me, the expression on his face. After saving $1,000 from sweeping at a hair barber shop for $50 a week, this father invested in his son's money and grew it to a, oh, come on. This is how we do it. Let's look at this right here.
That's you, bro. I'm working hard. Hey, come here, sit down right quick though, man. Let me explain something to you. So you remember when I was telling you, I was like, man, you ain't got to be the biggest, you ain't got to be the fastest, you ain't got to be the smartest. None of those things, man. 2 things that you possess that I always been telling you, man. And you show it each and every day. It's not through your schoolwork, any of them things, man. You're a disciplined person, and you consistent on the things that you do. Whether it's making sure you keep yourself right, you getting up, when you push-ups, sit-ups, I don't give a damn, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You got discipline and consistency. It's things that the average person don't even wind up getting, you know what I'm saying, in a lifetime. That's all you need right there. That $1,000 that you put in the stock market, was it last year, and accumulated $4,000 off of that.
Wow.
So you had $5,000. So just imagine you get that back to me. We put that back in there and repeat the cycle again. And we do this again sometime next year. It's $5,000. If it does the same thing, it'll wind up being $15,000. You have a total of $20,000. And you keep doing it. So you can imagine by the time you hit 19, 20 years old, you be on your way to be. That's you, bro.
I'm going to play that again.
I'm working hard. Hey, come here, sit down right quick though, man. Let me explain something to you. So you remember when I was telling you, I was like, man, you ain't got to be the biggest, you ain't got to be the fastest, you ain't got to be the smartest. None of those things, man. 2 things that you possess that I always been telling you, man. And you show it each and every day. It's not through your schoolwork, any of them things, man. You're a disciplined person, and you consistent on the things that you do. Whether it's making sure you keep yourself right, you getting up, when you push-ups, sit-ups, I don't give a damn, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You got discipline and consistency. It's things that the average person don't even wind up getting, you know what I'm saying, in a lifetime. That's all you need right there. That $1,000 that you put in the stock market, was it last year, and accumulated $4,000 off of that.
Wow.
So you had $5,000. So just imagine you get that back to me. We put that back in there and repeat the cycle again. And we do this again sometime next year. It's $5,000. If it does the same thing, it'll wind up being $15,000. You have a total of $20,000. And And you keep doing it. So you can imagine by the time you hit 19, 20 years old, you be on your way to be.
Now, y'all, let's unpack this. Let's unpack this right here. Cause baby, I saw him crying, but I didn't know what he was crying for. But he was crying because in his hands, he was holding $5,000. In his hands, he was holding $5,000. Now, where did that $5,000 come from? First and foremost, his consistency to sweep the floor at a barbershop and make $50. And then take that $50 a week and not spend it. Oh my God. Can we start right there? Do we understand that there is a need to teach our children something other than consumerism? There is a need for us to not always be the consumers. But listen, I'm looking at a community that as soon as the next big thing comes out, we are the number one consumer of it, and we'll put our dollars into it, whether we can afford it or not. Now, I want us to think about that, especially the factor of whether we can afford it or not. If you can't afford it, leave it there. I said what I said. If you cannot afford it, leave it there. Even I hear you saying nothing is affordable anymore. Then this is where, number one, I want, there's so many things that I could say. Eggs at $8 a carton. But I'll say this. Sometimes I will encourage us to look at where we spend our dollars, and some of those dollars may need to be redirected. And I'm not saying that's true in every case. Some of you all are excellent money managers. You sit down and you budget that thing to the T. I'm telling you, Disco Darren, good morning to you, sir. You must have snuck in while I was looking. Disco Darren is a streamer, and if you're not following him, quit chewing your ways. He'll bless your whole life. What I would have done was not tell my son what I did for him and just keep reinvesting for him until he reached 21 years old. I hear you, Disco. Now, this is the thing that I appreciate, and I hear that concept. But by actually letting that young man, and this is my opinion, letting that young man know what his money was doing so that he could know real time and have an understanding of what was going on, and not just be given a bunch of money at 21, but to actually see it. And I'm gonna tell you this, and so I'm a different type of animal in this. The fact that the father took the $5,000 and let that child actually handle it. I'm a real believer in all of my senses. My eyes, my ears, my nose, my taste, my tongue, my finger, all of my senses and all of my sensory perception. When it becomes engaged in something, when it becomes completely committed in something, I feel like there's a different outcome than just something that's floating around in my head. Now that's me. So letting somebody walk the journey with you is important bonding. I would agree with that from my position, from my standpoint, because the son is actually a part of this thing. The son is actually engaged. It's not being acted and enacted for and or upon him. He's actually a part of this thing. So this is where, and there's a lot of bonding that happens in that. This is where, for me, it's like, okay, I got to touch that money. But did you see how tore up he was in the beginning? Let the son watch the process. That baby was tore up because he had that wad in his hand. He had that wad in his hand. So the sensory, everything that was engaged of his being with what was going on, he's now completely and totally invested in this process. He's not just out there. He's totally invested in this process. My hands have touched it. My hands have touched it. Somebody set up a conference call with Mother Nature, El Nino, Katrina, and whoever. Listen, the weather's tripping. Oh my God. I'm praying for y'all out there. I'm praying for y'all. They need to teach commerce and economics early. I'm so with you. It's empowering, Bronx Harlem girl. It's empowering. Teaching and seeing the growth. I agree with you all, because there's something. Now, I'm going to tell you, and this is the only difference that I have, Disco Darren, and it's not to say I'm right, you're wrong by any stretch. I've seen parents hand money to kids at a certain point in time, and those kids, the appreciation and the understanding of that money is zero. Zero. You can talk till you're blue in the face trying to explain it to them. Zero. And they take that money, they take that wad, go out and blow it, and then stand there looking like, you know, what? The participation in the process, burn through it, Michelle. I've seen it time and time again. Parents with very good intentions that take that money and then, you know, they get it to a certain point, hand that money over to that child. Next thing you know, that child is broke as Job's turkey. So, at the end of the day, this is where I feel that what this dad did was phenomenal with this young man. Number one, to take the money and invest it, burning hole in pockets. You understand what I'm saying, DJ? You know, I've seen it so many times, and I just look at parents and I'm just like, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There should have been something else going on during this whole process. They buy trends that lose value 2 minutes after they bought it. Come on here, Empress, and you talking. That video, it's out here if you go in my Discord channel, Bronx Harlem Girl, if you go in my Discord channel, this is actually in news from viewers. Viewers can bring in videos that I bring into the stream. If you go into news from viewers in my Discord channel, you can find this video. This was so empowering. That's what I really wanted to get into. The empowerment that this father was giving to his son. The empowerment. And that's the part of the son's participation. You've now empowered this young man to be a man that understands and knows about money. Now, not only am I going to put this money in your hands, but if you notice when he said, and if you give it back to me, did y'all notice that? When he said, if you give it back to me, we'll do this again and again and again and let it just keep making money. So there was some element of an idea that the son is actually participating in the choice. I'm going to say that again. There's an undercurrent that's implied by the way that he did it, that the son has an opportunity to participate in the choice where he's not just being acted upon, but okay, I'm gonna put this $5,000 in your hands. Y'all saw the boy crying. You saw how much it impacted him. I'm going to put this $5,000 in your hands so you can know what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like. And at the end of the day, you can have some level of say so. How many of us think if with that boy knowing that he only had $1,000 that he had in there, but now he got this big old wad in his hand, how many of us think that boy's going to say no? That boy's going to be like, Daddy, whatever you did, do it again. Wherever you invested, let's do it again. And let's go for it. You bought your son shares in Ford along with your shares. It's in his name. You did that when he was first born. Now, I agree in that. I agree with that. The last time I checked, this dude has a lot of money for college. Hopefully he gets some sort of scholarship to college. I got you on that, Disco Darren. And I believe parents should do that. And when you start talking about stocks and things that you can buy for your children when they're babies, even as far as life insurance, and some of y'all need to understand the difference between whole life, term life, and how all of that works. There are numerous people of wealth that, listen, it's either 19 or 20 days old, unless the law has changed. I'm no longer practicing, so my license are not current. But at the time that I came out, 19 days into life, they buy whole life policies on their babies because they understand and they fund through the whole life policy. Sometimes we need to understand how to manage your wealth. And if you understand at 19 days old, a whole life policy on the child is going to be very small, but that policy will be for mega dollars. Good morning, Kim Possible. Come on in here, sis. So much mad love to you. And at the end of the day, when the children children come of age, they have mega dollars from whole life policies that they do not spend the policy. They spend the money that is left in that's sitting out there in the policy that they've earned over the time. This is an area where we need to talk about strategy and financial management in the Black community. Do whatever you can to be able to position your children so that they can get and have wealth that doesn't depend and rely on the job that I work, the hours that I work, but how can I make my money work for me harder than I'm working for my money? You understand what I'm saying? So these are elements and aspects of planning that we actually need to do. But I absolutely love this idea of this was this young man's money. This was this young man's work. And this young man, rather than spending every penny, and some of y'all don't have that vision. Every penny that you make is burnt before. Listen, matter of fact, some of y'all done robbed Peter to pay Paul so much. When your check comes home, it's already spent out, because between what you got to pay in expenses and who you got to pay back, and then you start robbing Peter to pay Paul right over again. This is a management that this father is teaching this son about his money that he earned, not what he put out for the son, but what this son earned. First and foremost, save your money, son. Save your money. I love this. I love this. I absolutely positively love that. And I'm going to stop right there. We're going to shift gears. But listen, I hope money management is something that we can talk about in days to come, because I appreciate those that are conscientious. And I'm going to say this again. Everything is not just dependent on how much money you make and how many hours you work. If you know the financial tools and the financial avenues, and again, my license are expired, so I'm no longer financially planning. But listen, I'm telling you, as I sat more times than not with more light melanated individuals than I ever did with black melanated, I could sit down with black folks and explain it to a T, and they still be like, I'll pass on that, because I'd rather spend my money on the immediate stuff. And it wasn't always because I don't have the money. It wasn't because I can't afford it. It's because I'm spending my money on something else. So we need to rethink our processes, and we need to, come on. Cash value in a whole life policy can serve a whole lot of purposes, tax free. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm going to you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Cash value in a whole life, not term. And there's a reason and a purpose for term. And some of us don't understand when and how to use term life insurance. But listen, it's a whole strategy involved with it. If you don't know, educate yourself. But even as far as this, there's so much information. There's so much empowerment that this dad did with this young man. I'm just tickled, overjoyed, and pleased to death. I love it. I love it. I love it. We may come back and I may just share some overviews of some things that I can do unlicensed. There's certain things I can say as an unlicensed individual at this particular point in time. But listen, understand how to manage and position your money. That's critical. It's crucial. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, Kim Possible 711 came in here, and I'm going to close out. It's 8:38 because we're getting ready to go over and spend some time. Elect Lady S, come on in here. Happy New Year to you, and so much mad love to you, my sister. So much mad love to you. Come through. Kim Possible put this in, and I'm going to shift gears, and we're going to talk a little bit about this because I feel I'm trying to see where you put it, Kim. Was it in News from Views? Where did you put it at? No, that's not there. I am really. I think you put it in Inspiration. There it is. I'm really wanting us to come to a point in our experience. The word that I got for this year, Miss Lily Fields, come on in here, sis. So much mad love to you. So much mad love to you. Oh, Disco Darren, ask anybody in the stream. I sound so much better today than I did yesterday. So we're making improvements. We're making huge improvements. You forgot how to type for a sec. I see you, sis. So I'm glad for the improvement that I have today. This came from Kim Possible 711. My I almost want to say theme, but I don't know if theme is the right word. My spirit for 2023, what came to me, this is the year of your promise. This is the year of your promise. Many of us have been waiting, working, maneuvering, everything we can for a promise that we believe that we have in our lives. There's something that you are promised in your life. And I want to really speak this in a way that I hope it encourages you, empowers you to believe in yourself and to make it happen. Yes, promise. This is the year of the promise. This is what I promise you. This is what I heard down in my Shondo. Those of you that have a dream and a promise that's been out there floating before you, 2020 through 2023, plan to see a manifestation of it. Now, this I'm going to start with right here. Kim Possible put this in inspiration. And so I had to go out there and see where it was. She put this in the inspiration. You have high hopes for 2022 was whack. Listen, I said it yesterday, and let me say it again in this way to you, Empress. We talked about, now they listen, they read me for filth yesterday about how I lost my voice. And I told them, I said, there's only so much screaming you can do before you lose your voice. Now they took that to a whole nother place. But let me tell you, one of the things that I talked about was that there was my Jamaica man who was actually my guide while I was there in Jamaica. And as I was dealing and battling with this, because I've been battling this ever since I left to go on my voyage. And he had me take the pimento and crush the leaves in my hand and then put that essence of crushed oil to my nose and allow it to do its work. And this is what I'm speaking to. Your 2022 was whack. I want you to understand, as I said on yesterday, many of us were like that crushed pimento, where it felt like we were in God's hand and we just, the very essence and oil of us got crushed out of us, if you will. But the beauty of that is that it brought the Joanna G, y'all not gonna take me there. Y'all not gonna take me there. I just looked down and saw it. The essence of it is in God's hand, the essence of me and who I am and why I'm here and my purpose and my design. When it's crushed and the essence of that comes out, there's healing that comes out in there. There is the beauty that comes out, the aroma that comes out. And out of that comes the healing and the moving into the place of where we're going in our lives. So I want you to not see that crushing. And I'm not going to say it wasn't a whack year. 2022, man, right, some of it right down to the very last day. Right, crazy Berry Town. Right down to the very last day. Some of us were in some, it was whack. I'm gonna use your word. It was whack. So, you know, I really want to say the crushing, you understand what I'm saying? Pushed forth the essence. Y'all saying whatever y'all want to say, but y'all still on point, even though y'all got a double meaning to it. Listen, you still on point. There was something in the crushing. And so even though the crushing and the essence, that's what started my healing process, because it began to go through my passages. It began to clear out my passageways. It began to clear out my chest. It began to act as an expectorant. And I began to feel a loosening up of what was really tight. And what, Lord Jesus, I don't even want to hear y'all over in Rebels. So at the end of the day, that was the healing was in that crushing and the fragrance thereof. So, and in that, out of that, I had to come to a point of rest. So listen, I want to say this. When I read this and I opened this up this morning and saw that Kim Possible 711, that's my pastor from the ATL, and she's a part of Good Grief. I did not get a chance to really, let's crush, y'all. Let's crush. I see you, BTD mom. And there's so much truth in this, though. There's so much truth in it. So when our fight is grounded in a belief in our inherent worth and dignity, we don't have to carry the fight with us everywhere like armor. We are not here just to fight and suffer until we die. We get to choose rest. We get to choose ease. we get to choose joy for ourselves. Thank you, Kim Possible, for that word, because I'm telling you, this is the year, Empress. I'm trying to tell you, 2023 is the year for your promise. I heard it so clearly in my spirit. When our fight is grounded in a belief, it is grounded in a belief in our inherent worth and dignity. And y'all know what I kept telling y'all last year. I am worthy. For all of the folks that have been telling you I'm not worthy, and God forbid, can I say this? And I'm not trying to teach you against your church, but if you still attending ministries and churches and places where they still in there praying, I'm unworthy, I don't deserve it. No, reject that. You are worthy. You are worthy. Stop that. And if that's what you're going to pray over my life, don't pray for me. Y'all don't just leave STL out. Don't pray for me. If you still running around praying, I'm so unworthy, don't pray for me. I said it and I meant every word I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. If you're still out there praying, I'm so unworthy, don't pray for me, because it already tells me that you don't have the awareness of your dignity, of your worth and your value. And if you don't understand the dignity and the worth and the value that you have for yourself, you surely don't have it for me, my brother and my sister, though you mean me well. And though you may love me, as long as you still out here running around talking about you unworthy, then I understand you don't understand your inherent. It's automatic worth and dignity. It's not based on what you do. It's not based on this, that, and the other. Inherent dignity. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. It's inherent. It's not earned that I get. I got to earn my worth. I got to earn my dignity. It just is. And for everybody that's still under that bondage teaching, and for everybody that's still under that bondage theology and philosophy, that you have not earned it, you have not, baby, I'm here to tell you, those days are over. Pink Assassin, come on in here, sis. So much mad love to you, and thank you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. If you're still under that energy, miss me with that. I don't want that energy. You keep it, you operate under it, you flow with it. Cornfield theology, Dr. Dady Priest. I don't want that mess. Keep it. And that's why you keep fighting. That's why you're out here. Now, that next line, we are not here just to fight and suffer until we die. Now, let me tell you what. I see you in your boss energy, Shanna. I see you in your boss energy, Tall Plumps. This is what I want you to understand. That's why the people that operate in that theology, that's why the DJ Miss Classy, it's a raid, y'all. It's a raid. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. I'm not going to do my regular, but I appreciate Miss Fee 07. Come on in here. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and give them. It's incoming, y'all. It's incoming, and it's all right. Oh, Big Moochie won't even play. So see, we gonna flow. That means we ain't going that direction. Listen, I want to say DJ Miss Classy is a phenomenal streamer. Nothing but mad love to you, sis. I appreciate you. Come on in from the Praise Lounge. DJ Miss Classy is a streamer. If you're not following her, please quit your wicked ways. Come on out there and follow. One reason I see you. Come on in here. I see you. So DJ Stacy Bless One. Come on in here. I love you, sis. I see you, Miss Frosty 60803. Come on in here, and I love every last one of you that came across on that raid, and so much love to you. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. If you're still under that energy, if you're still under that mindset that I'm so unworthy, listen, if you are that person, that's why you are out there. Look what it said. We don't have to carry the fight with us everywhere like armor. That part right there. Because some of y'all, listen, you've been fighting and you've been warring and you've been doing all of this. Welcome to all of the Raiders. Thank you for that. I love every last one of you. DJ Miss Classy, I appreciate you, sis. I want you to understand, y'all out here and you just done wore yourself to a frazzle. You have worn yourself to a frazzle because you do not understand and you're not grounded in a belief that understands. I inherently am worthy. I inherently have dignity. Somebody has told you and taught you something else. But listen, you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's not so. It's not so. You need to understand, in a belief where our inherent worth and dignity, we don't have to carry the fight with us like armor. It just is. Am I talking to anybody? I'm not here just to fight, suffer, and die. Somebody needs to hear that word. I'm not here. Thank you for that resub. I appreciate you, DJ Miss Classy. We building something. I appreciate you. Pink Assassins, thank you for that gifted sub. I appreciate you, sis. Now listen, we're not here just to fight and die and suffer. No, ma'am, no, sir. And that's why as long as you live under that cloud, it seems like that's the repetitive in your space, because that's the energy that you bring. That God has already fought the battle. Listen, when Jesus said it was finished, it was finished. And the fact that y'all keep fighting that same battle over and over again, Pink Assassins, I can't figure it out. Y'all just love fighting the battle. And I'm like, really? Really? What you fighting for? What you fighting for? But that's okay. Y'all keep on. Just keep on fighting. So I'm not just here to survive, but I'm here to thrive. Come on. This all is rooted in what your belief system is about yourself. If you feel like you're so unworthy, when things start coming your way, some of you all will repel the good things that are coming your way because you feel like you don't deserve it. I'm talking real good right now. I really, really am. If you understand when your gift starts coming to you, when your promise starts making its way to you, Lady T, come on in here. So much love to you. Make yourself at home. When those blessings start coming to you, you'll start repelling them. You start pushing them away. Folks will come up to you and start wanting to be a blessing, and you're no. Well, listen, this is what you prayed for. This is what you asked for. This is what you've been waiting on. This is your promise. This is what's been promised to you. And now that the promise is coming to you, you still feel too unworthy to receive it. Am I talking to anybody in here? Ronzi in it for fashion. There's my niece. Come on in here, sis. So listen, we get to choose rest, and I'm going to start right there. Some of us need to rest. Some of us need to sit your lips, hips, and your fingertips down and rest. Can I say that? And understand we deserve the right to rest. I don't have to work every single day. I don't have to work my fingers to the bone. I don't have to run myself into the ground. For what? For what? This morning, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to talk on this week, because I got a few more minutes, and we're going over to Rebel's house. Listen, God told me this, and somebody needs to hear this. Thank you, Bronx Harlem girl, for those roaring biddies. We're building something. Miss Lily, thank you so much for resubscribing. I appreciate you. Listen, God said, y'all run around here talking about, I'm going to take back what the devil stole from me. Why do you want it back? Why do you want it back? Uh-oh, it's a hype train, y'all. Thank you all. You never have to do it, but I appreciate you. And I received the blessing. I appreciate you. Spirit, come on, Disco Darren is talking to me. Some believe that Black Americans are made to fight, suffer, and survive. They believe that Black Americans don't deserve more. Uh-oh, it jumped off my screen. Let me come over and see if I can pull it up on this one. I want to read what you said, Disco Darren, because I think you had some good stuff in there. Maybe it'll come back to me over here. But listen, thank you for those roaring biddies. BTD Mom, I appreciate you for those roaring biddies. We're building something. And I think I got the gist of what you said. Bottom line is, we're not here just to fight, suffer, and go through. That's not why we're here. That's not my purpose. Reject that. Reject that. I want you to reject that mentality. You are here to thrive. You are here to experience all of the good things, life and life more abundantly. Thank you for those roaring biddies. Dr. Dady Priest, we're building something. So this is why Joanna G. Why? Now listen, y'all know the devil is a destroyer. Now if he stole something from you, you know when you get it back, it's gonna be destroyed. Y'all ain't listening to me. If the devil took it, if you know the devil is a destroyer, when you get it back, it's gonna be destroyed. Why do you want that back? I'm taking back what the devil stole from me. You can have it, because you know why? The God of supply and demand that I serve, he's got a supply. I ain't got to worry about what the devil took. He got some more for me. He got some stuff that ain't been tore up. He got some stuff that's brand new. He got some stuff that's never been used before. He's got some stuff that's radar. Listen, I don't want that old mess back. Do you understand the words that are coming out? You can have it. I don't want that old mess back. Some of y'all, you lost it in let me get it. In 1995. Some of y'all lost it in 1995, and it's 2023. Now you tell me, if you got a car that was brand new in 1995 and it's 2023, why are you asking God to give you that 1995 car back? Explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me, Lucy. That I'm going to say it once more and again. If you lost it and you said the devil stole it from you in 1995, why are you asking for a 1995 car back in 2023? Baby, if I'm going to get something, I want something from 2023. And you can keep that car, Miss Frosty. Y'all, listen, I'm going to take back what the devil stole from me. Y'all can, listen, y'all go take that mess back if you want to. I got to upgrade. Come on here in your Beyonce voice. I got a current. I got something that's right now and brand new. I got something ain't nobody drove. Listen, in 1995, even if that car just sat from 1995 to 2023, the likelihood that that car is going to run smoothly is slim, because it's been sitting since 1995. But I promise you, if it's the devil that y'all talk about that got hold of it, if he's the destroyer, I promise you that car is tore up. Why do you want that mess back? What? They can have that job, Dr. Dady Priest. They can have it. I don't want that job back. I want my 2023 brand new blessing and promise. Am I talking to anybody? I want that. Listen, I don't have no problem with in 1995 if it's worth reinvesting and revisiting, but 9 times out of 10, that's not the case. 9 times out of 10, that's not the case. It ain't no collector's item. It's just an old 1995 raggedy car. Because it was probably raggedy when the devil stole it from you. It was probably on its last leg when the devil stole it from you, because you jacked it up first, and then the devil just came and finished jacking it up. You ain't putting no oil in it. You ain't had no tune-ups on it. You ain't putting no new wheels on it. You was driving that car, and the car was raggedy when the devil stole it. I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. Very few of you all had mint condition 1995s that somebody would want for a collector's item. Very few of y'all had mint condition cars. That car had been well used and probably abused. So this is where I come to the point of saying, look, I don't want, thank you for those roaring biddies, BTD mom. Thank you for those roaring biddies, True to Meg, come through. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dr. Dady Priest, for those roaring biddies. I appreciate every last one of you and all that you've given. So much love. Take that raggedy house, take that raggedy car, take that raggedy job. Come on. Y'all hear me talking, see me walking. Y'all stop asking for that old. Behold, all things are become new. Behold, all things are become new. Behold, I will do a new thing. When? Now. Now it shall spring forth. Now. Come on, KK. Good to see you this morning. So much love to you. I want us to get this mindset and this mentality that understands you. And can I say this, and I'm going to get up out of here because it's 8:58. I got 2 minutes to say this last thing. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you this. All of y'all that want what the devil stole from you, it implies that you're looking backwards. I'm going to say it once more and again for the people in the back that didn't hear what I said. For all of you that are looking to get back what the devil stole from you, it implies in and of itself that you're looking backwards, because you got to look back to see what you lost back there. I'm looking forward. I'm looking upward. I'm looking futuristic. Do you understand the words? Y'all keep looking back. Y'all keep talking back. Y'all keep wanting back. Baby, ain't nothing back there for me that I can't do without. As a matter of fact, I thank God for the new thing. I thank God for the thing that's brand new, ain't never been touched. I thank God straight off the showroom floor with new technology. Come on here. I thank God for everything that's coming into my now. I'm in my now season. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm in my now season. Hey, I'm in my now season with my now promise. I'm going to say it again. I'm in my now season with my now promise. Ooh, new and improved, Ronzi. New and improved. Am I talking to anybody? So y'all can stop crying over what the devil stole from you back there. SK, it was custom made for me now. Come on, new Kim Possible. New. I'm in my now season. My now blessing, Joanna G. Y'all keep talking about what the devil stole. My God, please quit it. Please stop it. Please stop it. Supply and demand. God, the supply of God, there's so much of it for you. Am I talking to anybody? There's so much supply, an endless amount, a boundless amount, and listen, an infinite amount of now blessing, of now promises. Let them have what they have. Get your new stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Let them have. Oh yeah, the devil can kick rocks. Come on, Dr. Dady. Stop ruminating over the past and what you lost and what you no longer have. Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Listen, Ronzi, listen, I listen to a lot of the songs. I listen to everybody's songs. I really, really do. And I just listen to the words and I listen to the things that we say in our words, Ronzi. And it's so many of our gospel songs and our gospel artists. I love them. I do. I love them and I support them. But so much of what they preach and sing is just as off can be. And those will be our favorite songs. Those will be our favorite songs. And y'all just got get all animated over taking back what the devil stole from you. I want it all back. I don't want that mess back. Why would I want that mess back? I want it all back. You can have it. Because what I'm possessing and what I'm getting is so much better. Matter of fact, most of it doesn't even apply to me anymore. That me in 1995, that ain't the same me. I'm not that person in 2023. I'm gonna say that one more time. We getting out of here. That me that you knew in 1995, I'm not that same person. I don't need that stuff no more. That stuff was for the 1995 Regina. This is the 2023 Regina. Because I've evolved. Come on, Dr. Day. Evolution. Come on, you better get in the spirit with me. I've evolved. Yes, I have. The 1995 Regina, I love her. Wouldn't be who I am today without her. I embrace her. Every part of her. I applaud her tenacity. I applaud her in everything that she did to get me to where I am today. But I'm the 2023 Regina, and I have evolved. Those things that I had no longer serve me. Life lessons will teach you, Bronx Harlem girl. Trini, come on in here. So much love to you. Thank you for coming in here. My godmom used to say, if the devil took it, it wasn't what God had for her. She don't want none of that stuff back. And Michelle Brown, your grandmother was right and on target, even though we keep singing these songs and keep telling the folk, get your stuff back. Evolution. You understand the word? I have evolved and so have you. And we continue to evolve. And your blessing is going to match you and who you are today. Am I talking to anybody? Your blessing is going to match who you are today. Now, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk on this some more this week. But listen, I want to come back to Kim Possible 7-Eleven, who provided us with this beautiful foundation. When our fight is grounded in a belief in our inherent worth and dignity, we don't have to carry the fight with us everywhere like armor. We are not here to just fight and suffer until we die. We get to choose rest, ease, and joy for ourselves. And with that, beloved, we're going to get ready to go over and spend some time in the Rebel's house. But listen, what's the word? 2023, the year of your promise. This is the year of your promise. Please believe it. Please receive it. It's yours. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh, I feel for my brother.
Well, I feel for my brother and I feel for my sister. This is another edition of Yes You O Cubed, one-on-one, just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you joined me on this fine day. Now listen, this is the year of the promise, and I want you to understand that there is the inherent belief that I want you to walk away with. You are worthy and you deserve it. Hear me now. And I want you to get this down in your shondo. You are worthy, you deserve it, and walk in dignity. And I want you to walk through every door like your ancestors open the door. Now listen, I'm here, I'm out there, y'all. I'm everywhere. I'm here, there, I'm everywhere. I want you to follow me if you will. This is going to be a great year. And come back on tomorrow because we're going to talk about some things as we move out into this new place and this new realm. I'm out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, and more. I'm out there, saints. Just find me and we can come go with us. We will do you good. Now listen, we don't have a spirit of fear. We don't have a spirit of intimidation. We have power. We have love. We have a sound mind. And our mantra here in the Lion's Den, I am all powerful in love. As long as I'm operating in love, greater is the God, the anointing that's in me, the love that's in me. Greater is that in me than anything that's in the world. I am all powerful in love. And at the end of the day, you're not in this alone because listen, we're doing this thing together. It's us, you, me, we all. This is how we're doing. This is how we do it. I appreciate you. I love you. And listen, come back and see us tomorrow. Ride this raid train over to the Rebel's house, and we're going to have anti-morning bangos and the cracks with her. This is not the den of iniquity, but the den of activity has been strong in here today. I appreciate you for the roaring biddies from BTD Mom, Dr. Dady Priest, True to Meg, Pink Assassin 74, Bronx Harlem Girl 1, and KK 79. Thank you for your roaring biddies. I appreciate your support. We're building something. The Rebel Inc., Michelle Brownell, Shelly Thunder, the best moderators in the world. I love me some y'all. Them jokers they got Block a Hole Ministry, so I'm not even gonna call their name. They got put out of here. I appreciate your resubs, SK8843, DJ Miss Classy, Miss Lily Fields, and Tall Pumps. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you for the gifted sub. DJ Miss Classy, thank you for that raid on today. It means volumes to me. I appreciate you, and to everybody that rode that raid train, I appreciate you. For those that were not in my chat, but you were here, I appreciate you as well. Now know this, DJ Varmar is in the house. Listen, he's a DJ. If you're not following him, please follow him. I love me some him. Good morning to you, sir. Sorry I missed you if you were in here earlier. Now looky here. You know how I say, do what you love and love what you do. Simply Kim 617, I love you. Thank you for being in here today. Do what you love what you do, and you know how we get up out of here. Peace for your journey.